everybody. Welcome to Brandy's Cards. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my name is Brandy Cox. I'm super excited that you guys are here with me tonight. I'm just looking down to make sure that I can see you on my screen. I might have to have my tech guy come over here and figure it out for me. But I'm just going to make sure that I can see you and that I can read the comments and that sort of thing. So welcome. It's Friday night. It's super toasty here. And my family is outside and they are playing soccer. And hubby and I are excited to be here with you guys tonight. Now, I have to tell you, I tried like heck, like crazy, to get into the craft room this week. But with the launch of a new catalog, and the launch of a new online store, yay! I just could not get into the craft room to create for you today. So I was excited because we've had so many questions, and there's some really amazing products with, you know, I love Stampin' Up, but sometimes the pictures don't do the products justice. So I have got lots of stuff here. If you've seen this table, it's a big table, and there is like stuff everywhere. My husband's like, where am I going to put the camera? And I don't know. We just got to find a spot. So I have lots here to show you and to share with you. And I have a new friend here with me, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Super excited to show that to you. Oh, it is fabulous. And you may have seen it already, and that's okay. I'm excited to share it too. It is pretty fantastic. So with this, I hope that you interact with me. I want to look at the comment. I'm going to try to read the comments and answer questions as we go through some of these products. I'm going to share with you some of my top 10 favorites from the holiday catalog too. And so we're going to kind of go over that. And then some things that are coming up. And if you have questions for me, I would love to have you ask me, and Doug's going to try to help me too. If I miss a comment, you know, I apologize. I'm going to try to do the best that I can to keep up. But I do have some, you know, a couple giveaways and some things to share. So I hope you guys are doing good. I'm so excited to see you all here, and it warms my heart when I see you guys saying, I'm from Georgia, I'm from Quebec, I'm from, you know, these different places, from Gastonia, Miss Kathy, and I know Miss Thelma's on here. So thank you all for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And, you know, it's just so much fun to come to you guys and to share. So I appreciate you sharing with, being here with me. And I have to tell you, I didn't even think about it, but another thing that went on this week is my boys start remote learning next week. Oh my goodness. So we had to go to the high school and the middle school, and so Tyler is going to be in 9th grade. So I've got a high schooler. It's hard to believe that. And so now I've got a couple different schools to keep up with and to figure out. And so we're trying to work on, you know, places or spaces in the house for learning, you know, where we can get out of our bedroom and get into our office. But nobody really wants to be by mom or in the craft room. So we're just trying to kind of figure out all of these things. So it was just a crazy week. All right, so I am looking down. I see some first timers. Thank you for joining me tonight. So today is August 14th of 2020. So if you are watching this live after that date, well, then you're watching the replay. So definitely leave me a comment if you have any questions, or of course you can go over to brandyscards.com and click contact and send me an email. All right, so let's get started. I'm excited and I have a lot here to share with you. So the first off, let's go straight over to our holiday catalog. Super excited about the Handmade for You, the holiday catalog. It is amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, it is fantastic. And so the holiday catalog runs from August till December, and the dates are actually here on the back. So August 4th to January 4th is how long that one runs. So let's see. Yep, okay. So I'm just making sure that you guys can see, so that's perfect. All right, so there's a lot of oldies but goodies in here. And so I'm gonna just kind of take you through some of, you know, just some of the things that I think are really important tools that are available to you in this catalog. All right, so I'm not going to actually dive into the products yet. We're going to do that next. All right, so the first thing I want to point out is there are several oldie but goodies, right? Such as the Advent decor. So that is one of the things that Stampin' Up! Has carried over. And so you'll see that here on page 6. And this is, I have seen, if you Google the Christmas countdown, Stampin' Up! Christmas countdown, Google that, there are so many beautiful projects with this. Absolutely stunning. And so over here is the most wonderful time. And if you guys haven't seen my video with my Grandma Gertie, Grandma Gertie and I used this stamp set in one of our videos. And it was so much fun. She's a hoot. And if you're on here, I want to give a shout out to my Grandma Gertie and how much I love you. But anyway, so this was a really beautiful product medley that has come back. So I'm not going to go through everything in here as far as the things that have come back, but of course the Christmas gleaming variety bundle is back. Merry Moose! We all love the Merry Moose, and I think one of the all-time favorites that is back is, drumroll, you got it, the Feels Like Frost. Oh, this designer paper was the bomb, and everybody was absolutely crushed when this paper was gone. So I have it here, and I just thought I would show you the beauty of this paper. I know you've seen it. I know you've seen projects with it. It is just absolutely to die for, right? Just gorgeous. And so that's the Feels Like Frost. So that is back, and I was over the moon excited to see that brought back. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of look over here and just see if there's any questions. It looks like Doug is kind of helping me with some comments in here too. So I really, really appreciate that. Okay, so we have some oldies but goodies in here. So very excited that some of these things have come back. All right, so now what I want to show you is some of the stamp sets are featured in beige or they're featured in gray. So this is really important. So when you look at, for example, In the Pines stamp set on page 43, do you guys notice how this stamp set is kind of grayed? There's like a gray outline around these guys right here. And now look over here. On this side, it is over here, the Warm and Toasty. This one is not gray, it's all white, right? And you can see the images. So what that tells you is there is no framelit, there's no dies, and there's no punch, okay? So over here to the right, In the Pines, which I think is one of my favorites. Here In the Pines, you can see this one is grayed, this one has gray around it. So that means that it coordinates with a die set, right? So this one coordinates with the pine wood dies. And so that's really good to know when you're looking at some of these stamp sets and you're like, okay, Brandy, is there a die available? Well, generally it tells you the coordinating products underneath here. But if not, take note of the color, you know, if there's kind of a color around it. So if you have your holiday catalog, turn to page 63. I would recommend you grab your holiday catalog if you can, because I have some fun stuff I'm going to share with you throughout the night here. And I think it would be nice if you could be able to look at it. So where do you get the 6x6 paper holders? So I have an affiliate with Stampin' Storage, which I absolutely love. So if you go to brandyscards.com, and I can actually show you on my, Doug is actually going to make it so you can see my screen. How cool is that? Okay, so here you go. So if you are on my blog and you click blog, brandyscards.com, and I love my products from Stampin' Storage, and some of my, my paper wall also has their products. So you're on my blog and you just scroll down here and click the, the paper box, right? And so then you're going to be able to scroll down, and I have done some work for this company. I absolutely love their products and totally recommend them. They've been so good. So anyway, basically you can view their products by clicking. You can visit their website here. And so you just want to go ahead and click that, and then you can go straight to their website, okay? So that is where you can find that. All right. So, okay. So now I want to show you, so now that we've got that, I'm going to show you guys later too that I've got all of my designer series paper, and all of that is in some of their pockets as well. They're pretty fantastic. So, okay, so here is page 63. Now remember we talked about the gray, the products that are in gray, and then we talked about the products that are outlined in beige. So this one is outlined in beige because it coordinates with a punch. That's right. So, you know, these are just some fun ways or some ways to help you see that there's a coordinating product with this. All right. Now, there's not necessarily a bundle there, but it does coordinate. So, and it also says it right down here, coordinates with the rectangular postage stamp punch. All right. Good to know. All right. So another thing that I'm excited to share with you is sometimes items are shown. Let's see, page 60. Let's go to page 60. Sometimes items are shown at 50%. So you're always going to see one item shown at full size. All right, so they're always going to show you one item at full size, but we didn't have enough room on this page because we wanted to share projects with you. We want to inspire you and share these projects. So they got scrunched a bit, right? So these are shown at 50%. All right, so that's good to know. So if you see full size and artwork at 50%, you know what that means. It means that all of these images are approximately that size. All right, so the next cool thing I want to show you, and so I want to kind of look over here. Hi, Luann. Hello, Leanne. And Bonnie, Tracy, Dottie's here too. Hi, Dottie. And Kathy, thank you, Kathy, for being here. Kathy just recently joined my team, so I'm really excited that you're joining us tonight. Okay, and Renee and Miss Michelle. Oh, I'm just so happy to see y'all here. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about this. So this product here, in case you guys haven't seen this already, and many of you might have, but for those of you that haven't, I'm excited to share this with you. So this turnovers stamp set, it's kind of funny. It sort of made me giggle, really. I think they named it that for a reason, because this is one of our reversibles. And so if you didn't know what that was, or you've heard it, but we're like, what the heck is that? I'm going to show you tonight. So you're going to see an icon right down here in the bottom right-hand corner. And if you see that kind of picture with the flowers, it means that it's a reversible stamp set. So let me show you what that means. That means that you're going to take the stamp, right? Because you can see here, there's a bunch of stamps. So you're going to take the stamp, and so I have already mounted a pumpkin because we're excited for fall. I have a bit of terracotta tile here, and I have mounted my pumpkin, all right? But what I'm going to do is, well, let's just go ahead and do this first. So I'm mounted my pumpkin, going to ink it up in terracotta tile, and I'm going to stamp it, right? So I also have my chamois quite far away from me here, so I'm going to bring it over. And now we're going to take our stamp set and turn it over. That's why I giggled, because it's a turnover. So we're going to turn it over. This side is completely flat. That's right, and Stampin' Up intended it that way. So you stamp it. This is a very, very inky stamp pad. And then you could stamp it again, right? And so now I'm going to clean it. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to ink it back up, and now you can stamp inside the pumpkin, right? And of course do different colors and things. But that is what our reversibles are. So if you've seen demonstrators talk about reversibles, that's what they are. So it's pretty cool. I mean, really, really cool. And just kind of another fun way that you can use your stamps. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away and kind of go over here and see if there's anybody over here asking me questions yet. I know Doug is in there kind of helping, and I know he'll share with me if there's something that, if y'all have a question. Okay, so the next thing that I'm excited to share with you, there are bundle icons. Oh, we love the bundle icons, right? And so here we go. Here's one here on page 61. So you'll notice that if this product is in a bundle, you're going to see it. It's going to say 10%. Now the bundle price is the price, okay? Because if you take both products and you add the totals together and then take 10% off, that's the bundle price. All right, so you'll notice the icons are available for you for the bundle. Now here is another cool thing. Okay, so this gets me excited too, because you guys know when I can't get my mojo on, I go straight to my catalog. I've told you that many a times. So if you look, let's just say, oh, I just love all these. I can't wait to, so next week, I hope you join me. We're gonna be back to crafting next week. So I hope that you join me for some more projects next week. But let's look at this one, because this one's one of my favorites and I can't wait to create with this one. So you can see the fun projects here, right? So the cool thing is if you go to page 73, all right, so let's go to page 73 here. There's 73. And the cool thing is these are all of our bundles featured for you again with another sample. That's right. So let's look for the stamp set that I was excited to share with you. Oh, I love that sample. Do you guys see that? So these cards and these samples are totally different than the samples you're going to find inside the catalog. So they're additional inspiration. And so I just think that's really pretty darn cool, and really wanted to point that out to you. Okay, and so back here, oh yeah, I have talked to several of you guys and you're like, oh yeah, I love the catalog at a glance on the back. It's the bomb, it really is when you're looking for something, unless you don't know what images are in it, right? But check this out. So this kind of helps you figure out, okay, I'm looking for Mary Moose. Oh, there it is, it's on page 27. So it's just a really nice resource for you, and everything in the catalog can be found on these pages. So just keep that in mind. Again, it's a really nice resource. You have the item codes and so forth there as well. Oh yeah, check this out. This is a Merry Hello. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do, I have got 3 stamp sets. So I have 3 A Merry Hello. And for leaving comments and chatting and interacting with Doug and I tonight, I'm going to let the computer do a random pick, and I'm going to send out these stamp sets to y'all. So definitely, please, you know, I want to, hear your questions, and I appreciate you sharing with me, and, if you've gotten some of these products and so forth. Okay, so that is it for the catalog. So now I'm going to share with you my top 10 favorite products in the catalog, and I'm going to show them to you up close. And we're going to kind of go through that. So I've got a lot of favorites. It was really hard to pick, and I will tell you, even some of the oldie but goodie ones were my favorites, but I tried to refrain from picking those because y'all have probably seen a lot of the projects on those. All right, so I'm gonna kind of look down. Yeah, you're right, Lauren. So many wonderful and new products. I mean, awesome papers. I'm gonna show you guys some of them too. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna jump back in and move over to my top 10. All right, so here we go. The first top 10 item is the tags. Okay, so this is called what? The tag buffet. So this is how it comes. Let's open it up to the catalog. And so for those of you who placed an order with me, I am going to, in your host code gift, and I'm not sure if it's going to be this month or next month, but my goal is to make one of these up for you. And I did this last year, I think, with one of the paper pumpkin kits. And my goal is to make one of these up for you and put it on your gift, because I appreciate you and I appreciate your business so much. And I think it's a great way to kind of see how adorably cute these tags are. So here we go. You get this fabulous little box. It's really a nice box. You can re-gift this box. That's one nice thing about it I love. And so inside here, it's a project kit, right? And so you've got, you have to purchase the stamp set in addition, because it is, well actually yes, that's right, because it's called the Tag Buffet. And so the stamp set is in addition to this. You've got directions here, And it's really nice. You can actually see each one of these little tags. And I'm excited to bedazzle them up and add some really cool jewels that I'm excited to show you guys here in a bit. But inside of here, you have, you know, I have to tell you, I would go to Walgreens and buy the little sticker tags forever and ever and ever. And then I'm like, okay, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I can make tags. I guess I was a little, what do I want to say? I was a little intimidated and was like, okay, how do I do that? But Stampin' Up! Has made it so easy and it's so nice and they're just so beautiful. They all punch out. It's kind of like having a paper pumpkin kit, really. And you know, you can design your own beautiful tags, and holy moly, there are a lot. I have to look. I think there's 30 in here. So there is a lot in here. Look at that. Oh, those are just adorable. You know, can you guys, like, you know, when you go to the mall and in like the center areas, they like put, you know, there's somebody there that like writes the person's name on it. They're like maybe ceramic, or anyway, they're ornaments. And I could totally see writing a, you know, your grandson or granddaughter or daughter, you know, and just making a fun card that has, you know, it's tailored to them. So anyway, I just think those are super cool. And then of course the cardinal is so fun. And I love the presents and all that good stuff. So anyway, there is a lot in here. And if you don't want to make tags, you can certainly make cards, right? With all of this fun stuff. And you know, of course, if you added somebody's name on here on a tag, oh yeah, that would be super cool. Super cool. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. All right, so that is the tag buffet. So that is probably, you know, that's one of my top 10. Now, these are not in order by any stretch, okay? So here we go. The next top 10 that I'm going to share with you are the embossing folders. OMG. The embossing folders in this catalog are amazing. And yes, I did say folders. I couldn't pick one. I love them all. So I'm going to show them to you because I love them all. And so this one is the wrapped in texture. And it is gorgeous. And I think you guys have seen me create with this. And so I'm going to bring these designs up closer. I will be honest with you. I feel like Stampin' Up! Doesn't do a very good job with pictures for these embossing folders. And so I think it just does it more justice to show it to you this way. These patterns are stunning. Really, really nice. These are going to go through the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine beautifully. And so I really like that. Okay, and so for my Halloween fans out there, if you haven't seen the, what is it, the cobwebs, it's on page 53. It is awesome. Look at that. And it's amazing. Look at the detail and the texture. I mean, it's really nice. And so we've got some black glimmer paper, and wouldn't that be cool embossed on there? I'm excited to see y'all's Halloween projects. It's so fun. And I absolutely just, I mean, both sides of this are fantastic. So anyway, that's the cobwebs, and it's awesome. But this one probably was one that took my breath away, along with the wintergreen, or the evergreen, I should say. This one is the winter snow. Amazing as well. So this is actually embossed on Coastal Cabana, and just beautiful. I mean, really, really pretty. And I love, I've told many of you that I've talked to on the phone that I feel that embossing folders take your project from great to fabulous. And it's pretty amazing. All right, so I'm going to show you that one later. Okay, so here is the evergreen, and this is one of my host code gifts for August, and it does take your breath away when you emboss it on silver foil. Do you guys see that? Oh my goodness, that's on silver foil paper. I had a young lady here helping me make samples and different things, and she embossed it, and she opened it up and was like, Miss Brandy, that is amazing. And it's amazing, amazing. So that is the Evergreen Embossing Folder. It's just to die for. Okay, so I know that was like several embossing folders, but they truly are my favorite. All right, so I'm gonna look over here. Patricia, hey there. I know the cobwebs do look spooky, don't they? Okay, they would look pretty cool with some spiders, absolutely. All right, so my next, the next thing I wanna show you is on page 9. So let's turn our catalog to page 9. All right, so page 9 is the, this is called the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Paper, and of course the suite. And so I love anything with coffee and coffee cups, absolutely love coffee. But I liked this designer paper a lot. Now, the reason I liked it is I liked the colors. I liked the traditional Christmas colors. I love blues and I love, you know, different colors, but I also like to have options of my traditional Christmas colors and patterns. And for me, I feel like these are patterns that I can work really well with and add a sentiment, and I have a beautiful card. Add a ribbon or some gems, and you're good to go. And so here's some more, you know, just beautiful patterns, right? And so I really, really wanted to highlight this one for you because I think it's one of my favorites. This here is another one of the Stampin' Storage folders. I just thought I would show that to you. I have all of my papers here next to me in a bin, and so you can put them, I can put them on my shelf and put a sticker here, or I can put them, you know, up and down, or vertical, I guess I should say, and have my tab at the top. Either way you do it, it's really nice, and then when you cut your cardstock, you can actually just stick it right back in there, and it kind of stays tucked away. So anyway, I like that a lot. So I'm going to stick this back over here. I tried really hard to come to you guys organized because I have so much stuff. All right, so 'Tis the Season, 6x6 traditional paper. So I do want to point that out. That one is on page 31. All right, so we were talking about the traditional colors, and again, I do love the traditional colors, so I wanted to highlight this for you as well. So check this one out. This one, okay, so the other paper, let me show you that really quick because I think it's important to know this. Okay, so let's go back to Heartwarming Hugs. I apologize for jumping around on you guys, but I get this question frequently, so let me help you with some details. Okay, so I get the question often, Brandy, what are these colors in the color palette? How do I know what they coordinate with? So there's a couple different ways that you can tell. Here it's showing you that it's Mossy Meadow, Pear Pizzazz, Real Red, and Whisper White. So those are the colors that are featured in the Heartwarming Hugs designer paper, right? And then over here, you can also see the color palette, all right? So very nice. So it's just really nice to be able to see when you're buying coordinating products, right? So those colors were what? Mossy Meadow. So these colors in this one are more, I said, you know, maybe more traditional even, because these are Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, and Shaded Spruce. And they are just some more fun patterns. Just really, really cozy, Christmassy patterns, right? I love candy canes. Oh, I can't wait to buy me some candy canes. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so here we go. I'm just kind of showing you guys, wow, look at that one. I like that one a lot. Well, I like them all, but anyway, so this one is the 'Tis the Season, and it's the 6x6 designer paper. You get quite a lot of it, so that's nice. I think it's four each of 12 double-sided pages, so you get quite a lot in there. It's quite nice. Now, the same pockets I'm also using for my designer paper that I also use for my dies. I find it works quite well. Okay, so let's go over here, and let me just see if I have any comments over here.
A lot of people are asking about the paper holders.
The paper holders.
Or the thing for you to pull the paper out of.
Oh, sure. Okay, well, let me see here if I have it. So, so the paper holders, yeah. So I think I just shared my screen with you guys, and so I'm an affiliate with Stampin' Storage, and they are a wonderful company. And you know, if you go to brandyscards.com, you'll be able to scroll down. If you click on blog, you can scroll down, and you'll see one of my paper storage boxes there. If you click on that, inside that post, there's a link where you can go straight to these products. I love them so much. So here we go. Let me show you. This is how it comes. This is the 12 by 12 paper sleeve, right? It's absolutely fantastic. There's 15 in here, so you get like tons. And so again, since I'm not under that camera and it's a little bit easier, I actually put my the back of the Stampin' Up piece of paper that says what it is in there. Or you can actually put it up here as well. I go through my paper so much that I try to keep only current paper available, so I don't necessarily have to, you know, I don't actually label mine here at the top, because once this is retired, then I have a whole new set. So anyway, but you could sticker this, and so when you put it on your shelf, it could go this way, and you can have your tabs, right? You know, all of your tabs like this, offsetting each other, kind of like file folders, or have them at the top. Okay, so anyway, that is what that is. And then I also, let's see, oh yeah, here, okay. So this one is the 6x7 pocket. And you guys will also see that another product that I use from Stampin' Storage. So these little pockets are what I had the paper in, the designer paper, the 6x6. But it's also, they have these magnetic cards that are fantastic that I use all the time. And I also they fit my, my dies. And so you can label those as well. Okay. So I hope that answered. Doug says there's a lot of people asking about those folders, so hopefully that helped. Hey Karen, oh, I'm so glad you're in here. Yeah, Stampin' Storage transformed your craft room. I bet they did. They're pretty fantastic. And you have, Deborah has a lot of their products too. They're amazing. They really are. So I highly recommend that you guys go check them out. They're pretty fantastic. Okay. So let's move on to, let's see, we already talked about Feels Like Frost, because that was one of the returning designer papers. So let's move on to Jewels and Gems. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is the Jewels and Gems. All right, so this one is the blue adhesive backed gem. So this is one of my host code gifts this month, and it is amazing. Okay, so you guys are like, oh wow. Yes, I'm telling you, I can't say that I ever thought I needed blue gems, but these are fabulous. Oh my word, these are fabulous. I don't know if you can see how fabulous they are or not, but they're pretty fabulous. And they have like, I don't know, there's like a design in them, and they hit the light, and wow. Okay, so those are amazing. I love those. And so those are the blue gems. And so the next thing I want to show you is these adhesive backed snowflakes. These are super cool too. So I actually kind of messed it up when I opened it, but these have adhesive on the back, and these are some fun little snowflakes. Really cool. So these are kind of iridescent type E. These are more kind of white, yeah. And so these are really, really, really fun to decorate, you know, some of your projects. And I'm going to show you a card that I created for my July host code gifts, as well as orders for July. And I used these, and so I'm excited to show those to you here in a moment. Okay, so buckle up. I've got some really cool gems. I got pearls, iridescent pearls. Okay, so I said you guys all needed blue gems. We all need iridescent pearls too. Like, these are so nice. I can't even describe them. They look like little disco balls or something. I don't know. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Just amazing. So these are iridescent pearls, and I believe These are on page 53. These are featured with your Halloween items, and I can totally see them with Halloween, but they are just stunning. I hope that they carry over to next year's catalog too. Pretty fantastic. Has anybody gotten these iridescent pearls or the blue gems yet? If you have, or the snowflakes, I'd love to hear what you think of them. They're pretty amazing, really. Kudos, Stampin' Up, good job. Okay guys, so let's talk about, those are my 3 favorite gems. However, these gems are pretty cool too, and I'm gonna share them with you just so you know what they look like and how they come. I think it's really important. Like I said, sometimes the pictures don't do it justice. So this is all the trimming embellishments. And so these are fun. You know, they're kind of like a flat surface, really fun. You've got the stars and, you know, the red and the white. So these are really nice too, and they coordinate with that designer paper. Fantastic. I mean, really nice. And so here is the last one. These are called Wonderful Gems. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, they're not my favorite. And so I'm going to be honest, and you can always expect that from me. You might absolutely love them. The red ones, I love. The white ones, they're okay for me. I feel like it's a bit chunky, and the glitter flecks or specks or whatever you call them might not be throughout it like I would like. They're kind of chunky for me. So I absolutely love these red ones, and they're beautiful with the way that they are glittered. But these ones, but maybe I'd have to see them on a project, right? So we don't want to discredit them until we see them on a project. And I know there are so many amazing demonstrators out there, and they will show us beautiful projects. Okay. So let's go on to the next project, or the next one. So the Snowflake Splendor bundle. Holy moly, this one is fantastic. Page 37, guys. So turn to page 37. Okay. So we're going to go to page 37. Oh, look at this bundle. Is amazing. Amazing. Okay, so let's look at the designer paper first. And I will absolutely be sharing projects with this. Now that after we get home, we get home remote learning going, and some of the stuff behind us that has been kind of crazy. I am hoping to get into the craft room to be able to share projects with you next week. So this is the Snowflake, what is it? Snowflake Splendor designer series paper. It's very, very pretty. If you like kind of those cool colors, look at that. It's just lovely, really. Love that. And the snowflakes on here, just really, really nice. Really, really nice. So some fun patterns for you guys to work with, and beautiful shades of blue. And again, remember, you can see the colors that it coordinates right here in your holiday catalog, or underneath the designer paper. Okay, so you can see that, and you have access to that. All right, so I'm going to set that back aside. And let's see here. So I showed you the embossing folder, which is fabulous, amazing. But let's just go ahead and look at the stamp set. So there's quite a lot in this stamp set. I mean, there are, how many images in here? There are, does it say? 17. That's how you can tell. There's 17 stamps in here. So, I think it's always good to kind of see how big they are. But anyway, these stamps are fantastic, and I love the dies. And so you guys will definitely see projects from me with those. And there will be lots of stunning, stunning projects. I guarantee it. This is just a beautiful suite. And then, of course, this ribbon. Let's see, this ribbon is called Snowflake Splendor. You can see I've been making lots of samples. I don't have much left. But if you guys, sometimes when you, sometimes when you tie a bow and your ribbon's a little floppy and it's like, okay, it just doesn't tie as nice. Really, this ribbon ties beautifully, and it stays kind of perky, if you will. So I just really, really like it, and you can kind of shape your bow and kind of push it. But anyway, it's just a really beautiful, beautiful ribbon. It's quite sparkly. I love it. Okay, so this suite is just amazing to die for. So they did a really nice job. All right, so I have to say, I think one of my favorite suites out of the whole catalog are on page 43. So let's go to page 43 really quick and look at this suite. Oh, it's fantastic. So I love nature and I love simplicity. And so I thought this was just fabulous. And so I'm going to just show this to you really quick. And then I've got a project to show you as well. So this is the In the Pine stamp set. You know, you've got, I have used this one like crazy. This was, like I said, I used this one to make my host code cards and of course my customer cards for the month of July. And I actually, Susie just emailed me and said, oh my gosh, I just got that card. I loved it. So that made my heart so happy. So thank you, Susie, for taking the time to email me that. Okay, so let me show you this. Do you guys remember the elephant? Okay, so the elephant was a fun card that we did in a video not too long ago. So I decided, okay, I am going to write some directions and I'm going to share the In the Pines tree with you, okay? And so this is the card that, that my customers are getting this month. Super excited. You're also going to be getting the tutorial with it as well. And I'm just really excited about it. You could stamp, I didn't do it on this one, but you could stamp some tree line in here if you wanted to. You could even add a deer in here. You could add a message in here. So just so many ways that you could really, you know, dress this up even more if you wanted to. Now take a look at that. You guys see the little, and here's my little snowflakes. Yeah. They're so fun and they've already got adhesive on them. So they're just super easy and super, super fun. So really cool. All right. So that one is amazing. All right. So then of course on page 45, you guys, I just love fall. And so I'm just going to show you a couple of things from this one. It looks like I'm on number 7 on my top 10 list. You guys are like, okay, Brandy, that was like top 25. Yeah, maybe. It is really hard to pick. Trust me, it's super hard. But anyway, I'm going to point out my favorites. And of course, we'll be doing projects with them too. So this is called the Brushed Metallic 12 by 12. All right. And so this is just really neat. I don't know that you can really see the lines in this, but it really looks like somebody took, it's brushed, and it's just really, they're really neat, really cool. So I just thought I would show those to you. Those are very, very fall, very nice. And so I just thought those were pretty darn cool. And in this paper, I actually cut the plastic, what it was, and just stuck it in there so that I had that. Alrighty, so I love that. Of course, I love the gilded, you know, the gilded autumn designer paper. I believe I have that here too, but I can't seem to find it. I guess I'm trying to race here because I appreciate y'all being here with me. Let's see, do I have it? Do I have it? Well, maybe not. Okay, we're gonna move on. So let's go to the next one. The next one is, you guys saw me do a project on this one, For the Love of Leaves. Oh yeah, so I have a video on this one, and so if you go back to Brandy's cards or in my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see a video on this bundle. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's a must-have for sure. Okay. So let's go to page 53. So I'm on number 9. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So page 53. So some of my favorite mentions from page 53 are going to be the Cobweb Embossing Folder, which I've already shown you that. And then of course the black glitter paper. Oh, so I'm going to show you. We've actually got 2 glitter papers, but the black glitter paper is pretty fantastic. And the nice thing is it doesn't come off on you. You guys ever had, I mean, I would cut this glitter paper And my husband would come home and be like, oh my, where have you been? It would be like in my eyelids and in my hair and for days. And so this is so nice. It doesn't seem to come off. And so the other one is the Balmy Blue. It's just amazing. So pretty. So you guys, those are fantastic. I know the Balmy Blue is in the Snowflake suite, but I just had it here, so I thought I would show that to you. Okay, so this is super cool. Let me show you this. I thought this was so cool. I didn't totally, if you look at that metallic ribbon on page 53, I wasn't totally sure what that was going to look like. But wow, how neat is that? It's kind of spooky too, right? I saw there's a neat bow in there, but this is so fun. I can't wait to play with that. I just opened it today to share with you guys, but I can't wait to play with that. So fun. All right. So I think we are going to start to kind of wrap it up. You know, what I want to show you on page 62, that would be my number 10 item. Here on page 62, this Have a Hoot bundle is absolutely precious. Precious. So I want to show you one thing though. I had a couple questions this week about it, and so I thought, well, let me share it with you guys too. So this piece is absolutely one piece, all right? So when you run it through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, it's actually going to look like this. And I've got a piece of cardstock here, and I'm going to show you the machine, and I'll show you kind of how that looks. But remember, there's a negative and there's a positive. So when you have a piece of cardstock and you run this through, you're going to get the outline, right, which is featured on this card. Here, I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher. You're going to get the outline. And then you can see it was turned vertically and featured on this card, and they've added the little guys inside. Or the punch outs that you actually get are tags. You guys see that? And so here's your tags. And so you can add some of these fun little guys on tags, right? So that's pretty cool. Really cool. And so I just wanted to point that out because there has been quite a few questions on, is that really one piece? And it is, but it punches out 3 different tags. So I think that's pretty neat. All right, so I've mentioned the dies, and I think to wrap up my favorites, I'm going to show you a couple more specialty papers. I know that takes it to 11. Oh, you guys aren't mad at me, I hope. I'm going to show you just a few more specialty papers, and then we are going to move on to our Stampin' Cut and Emboss baby. It is fantastic. Amazing. Okay, so here we go. This one is the red and green foil paper. Oh yeah, it is just so pretty. Now I'm already playing with this one, so there's lots of pieces, but this is that red and green foil paper, and what I love about it, honestly, is that it's like papery on the back, so it's going to glue down nicely. Sometimes it's hard to glue specialty stuff, right? So this is pretty cool. Really cool. So that is one of the papers that you're going to find in the catalog, in our holiday catalog. Another fun paper, and you know, I want to show it to you. It's actually on page 63, and you're not going to probably, I think I showed you guys with the fox. Maybe I used one of the velvet. It's really cool. I didn't have the opportunity to do this for you, but if you turn to page 63, I want to point something out. All right, page 63, check out this deer here, okay? Well, actually, check out the red paper behind it. This is actually the velvet paper, and it was embossed with one of our new embossing folders from the annual catalog. So you can emboss this velvet paper, and it's just beautiful, right? So I just wanted to point that out. It's just really cool. I'm certainly excited to play with that. Haven't had the chance yet. But I see that in my future. All right, and then 2 more. 2 more. Okay, so this is pretty awesome too. This is that Plush Poinsettia. Oh yeah, it is like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but these are like little velvety images on here. They will be beautiful on your projects. Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. So I don't think I need to say any more. Those are fantastic. Really, really cool. And those are the Plush Poinsettia specialty papers. So you'll be able to find that, I believe, in that suite. And then finally, I haven't had a chance to work with this yet either, but this is the Festive Felt. And so I thought this was really cool. Just some really neat felt to kind of work with. You know, we've got real red and early espresso, and we've got the green back here as well. So anyway, this felt I think will be kind of fun on projects and cards too. So I'll have to work with that and see what I can come up with. All right. So let me go over here to my notes. And so what did you guys think? So I showed you my top 11 times 25. I appreciate you sticking with me. There's so many amazing things though. It's really hard to just kind of like pick one or two. So I'm going to look down here to the questions and see if anybody's got any questions. And oh, I just so appreciate you guys being here with me. So thank you for being here. Yes, Kate, there is so much in this catalog. We could all go broke. Absolutely. It is pretty fantastic. But remember, this catalog goes through January 4th, so there's no rush, right? Although as crafters, we see these projects and we're like, okay, we gotta get it now. But there's no rush. We've got until January. Okay, so Susan, you like my favorites. Thank you. It's so much fun. Drum roll, the machine. Okay, you want the machine. All right, so the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Awesome. Okay, so here it is. It's 8.1 pounds. So, no, just kidding. Bicep curls. So this thing is so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. And so anyway, it's amazing. So I'm going to show you how it works. All right. So I'm going to set some of my stuff aside and I'm going to come back over to this view so you can see it. So again, we have, it's all like where it's, it's nice and, it's, what do I want to say? Not compatible. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's compact. That's the word I'm looking for. It's compact and it is easy to carry. Really cool. So check this out. So the little platforms, they fold out just like that, and you'll feel it kind of hit, right? So, and it's not crazy. It's not going to break your finger or anything like that. Don't worry about that. But it does make that noise so that you can know it's locked into place. All right. So another neat thing is you can pull it back together and now it's nice and compact. Underneath here, it's got some rubber feet. So it should, it should hold on your table quite nice. All right. So we're going to open that guy back up. And it does have a 6-inch platform. I haven't seen anywhere how, I've had questions on, okay, how long is it from end to end? And I don't know the answer to that question. So I brought a ruler and I thought I would show you. So that looks like what, 12 inches? So I'll put my finger there and it looks like we're at about 14 inches. All right, so it's about 14 by 6. And then of course, when you close it up, you've got he's probably from end to end, maybe 7 inches or so. If you're looking for a space that you can put your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open it back up. And I've had the question several times, does it work with our old embossing folders? Yes, it does. And so when you order the machine, it comes with, let me show you. I have to figure out where all of my pieces are. So it comes with the directions, which is nice. There's also Stampin' Up! Videos that are going to show you how to put the handle on. The handle is very easy to assemble, and I'm going to post that for you so you can see that. Now let's see here. So when you order this machine, you're going to get the base plate. All right, so you're going to get the base plate. You're going to get the die plate, and you'll see they're numbered. So this is a beautiful thing. So they're numbered 1, 2. You're going to get your cutting plates. So those are number 3s. And then you're going to get your specialty plate. All right. And this one is also numbered as well, number 4. So what I love about this is it's going to tell you how to build your sandwich. So if you're using the thin dies, you're going to start with your base plate. Then you're going to move on to plate number 2. You're going to add your die plate, which is plate number 2. And then you're going to add your 2 acrylic plates, which are plates number 3. And so, you know, it's going to show you exactly how you're going to build these sandwiches. And so I think that is just a really great feature. All right, so I went ahead and I pulled one of our old embossing folders because I just wanted to show you that, you know, how nice it was. And so we need plate, we need the base plate. And look at this. This is from July cards. Holy moly. You don't think I did a few of those, do you? It's because I love y'all so much. That's right. I did a bunch of them. All right, so I have some paper here somewhere. I know I brought it. So let me pull it out. One thing I love about this machine is it's like butter. It's so nice. So this is an old embossing folder. It's Stripes. I think that's its name. You can see this was with our partnership with Sizzix, which we no longer have that partnership. And so this is one of our exclusive embossing folders with them. So I'm just going to add, I've got the base plate, I've got plate number 3, which is an acrylic plate, and then I'm going to add my paper. I'm going to add another plate. Now this machine, Stampin' Up, they do recommend that you put your embossing folders through Hinge first, that you're going to get the best result by doing that. And so, you know, this, let me move it over here, and you just run it through, and it's so smooth. It's so nice. It's like, you know, what do I want to say, driving a car? Although I put this in a little crooked, so you got to make sure you get it straight. But I am actually standing up versus sitting down, so it's a little wonky for me. But check this out. Just so nice. I really feel like the embossing of it is just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So you have to check it out. It's really, really cool. Really cool. So those are the different plates that we have. And I do want to point out that I'm going to kind of come back over here and talk with you guys just for a second. So there are going to be some other plates and stuff as well for this machine. All right, so the machine itself it's $120, and for the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, it's going to be available to customers on September 1st, 2020. That's right. So September 1st, 2020. Be sure to secure yourself one of these machines. They're pretty amazing. And right now it is available to demonstrators. So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, they can pre-order this machine right now. That's how I got my hands on it. It was the first thing I ordered when I could. I was very excited. And so I want to share with you guys, if you purchase the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with me, including, of course, your host rewards, I'd love to offer you an additional embossing folder of your choice. So it's going to be hard though, because we've got cobwebs and we've got snowflakes and we have the evergreen. But in addition to the host code gift, I'd love to offer you an additional embossing folder of your choice with the purchase of this fantastic machine. It's amazing. So I want to share with you a couple more things. And for those of you that have receiving your host code gifts this month, I did put this flyer in there that I created. And I kind of on the back, and I will have it on Brandy's cards too. Here on the back, I haven't had the opportunity to do my post on these things. Like I said earlier, I tried so hard to get into the craft room, but with remote learning and with the new catalog and all of that stuff, it was a little crazy. But there is going to be some additional accessories, and there are some things that are already being sold. And so some of the additional accessories, of course, are the adhesive sheets, which are already available, the mini cutting plates, which again are available. But they're also going to have a mini magnetic cutting plate and a regular size magnetic cutting plate. So I watched the video on this and I can't wait to get my hands on it. So if you watch the video, it says that it has a magnetic plate that is self-healing. It's got a self-healing mat that you put, so you can actually cut on the magnetic plate, or it sounds awesome, right? I'm excited. So I can't wait to get my hands on that, and I will share that with you. All right, so let's see here, the mini embossing, the mini Stampin' Cut and embossing machine. So I've had lots of questions on that too. So that is actually, Stampin' Up had some hard times getting some of the products to complete that machine due to COVID. And so that one kind of got pushed back and will be available later this fall. So if you follow me on Brandy's cards, or if you subscribe here on my YouTube channel, I promise you I'll keep you up to date on that. That guy looks pretty fantastic too, but none of us have gotten our hands on it yet. So it's coming, I promise. All right, so, and of course the specialty plate will be available to you as well. And it looks like they're also offering additional base plates and die plate pack. Now, your machine does come with all of the plates that I just shared with you, so you don't need to buy those, right? Because you already have those. Now, if something happens to them, potentially you might need to buy them, but I can't imagine, okay? So, all right, so we're gonna move on from that. The standard machine that I just showed you is $120 for shipping and tax, and then the mini one is $60, so those will be available. All right, so I'm gonna set that aside. You guys got any questions about the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine? Are you guys excited? It's really nice, really, really nice. I just absolutely love it. So let's see here. I'm just kind of looking down to see if anybody has any comments for me. You can't wait for the mini one, Diana. It'll be fantastic. If it's anything like this one, it's going to be amazing. Now remember, the mini one it's not going to be able to run the big 6x6 folders through it. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be for the smaller folders. And of course you can run die cuts and things through it too. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. And now I just kind of want to share a couple more things with you guys. I've had lots of questions about my online store. And so I just want to go over just a couple of things with you and share with you guys some things that are kind of on my heart and how to kind of help you through this new store. So a new store is amazing. Stampin' Up's goal was to give you a good user experience and to have big pictures that you could see. And there's some benefits to it that you might not realize that I want to share with you. There's also some other things I want to share with you. If you're my customer and you're joining me tonight, I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful for your business. And our new online store makes it a little tricky to kind of find me sometimes too. So I'm going to show you kind of how to do that so we can connect again and go over some of that with you. So we're going to go ahead and go over to my computer, and let's see here. I'm going to go to my computer, and so what you're going to do, this is actually stampinup.com. And so this is, wow, stampinup.com. And so when you're here, it looks intimidating, right, when these things drop down, but trust me, just kind of follow along with me. So this is really nice. When it drops down here, if you go over Shop Products, see where it says Bundle Savings? If you just hover that, well, then it opens up another drop down over here, right? And so over here, you can click, Stampin' Die Bundles or Stampin' Punch Bundles. So let's click Stampin' Punch Bundles. So this is really cool because now all of your Stampin' Punch bundles can be seen. So I really like this feature, honestly, but it does take a wee bit of getting used to, okay? So, of course, you've got what? Let's say we want to look at adhesives, or maybe let's scroll down to kits. So kits are one of my most favorite things. And so let's click kits subscription. Of course, that takes us to Paper Pumpkin, right? And if we scroll down, you're going to see, okay, there's prepaid Paper Pumpkins. And over here, on the left-hand side, it's going to show you, are you looking for past kits? Are you looking for prepaid kits? Of course, if you're looking for a month-to-month subscription, well, then you would go to mypaperpumpkin.com and you would select your demonstrator there. Because remember, the Stampin' Up store is totally different than the Stampin' Up Paper Pumpkin. So you have to select your demonstrator in both places. They do not talk to each other, if you will. All right, so what's new? So anything that's new should pop up here, and you should be able to see that. I like this section, sales and specials. I'm always excited about that. So if you go over here, of course, you know, your bundles, those are going to be a special. And so you've got your ink bundles. Some of our ink, you know, they have the bundle so that you get a 10% discount. The other nice thing is you guys see this low inventory. So Stampin' Up is now, it's called our inventory status report. They're now sharing this with you. And so if you click on one of these items, you can see, okay, this is in low inventory. Now, if it's on back order, they're going to share that with you too. So that's a really nice feature, I think, for you to be informed. Now here is the clearance rack. We all love the clearance rack. And, you know, I'm excited. Stampin' Up generally updates it in the fall. So at some point we're going to get probably a refresh. But it's pretty cool. You've got, you know, you can click on clearance rack. You've kind of on the left-hand side, you can kind of pick a price point and that sort of thing. So really, really a nice improvement, nice big pictures. You know, if you click on the picture, you can see it up close and personal. And of course, you've got some product details. This one tells you, oh, there's 15 dies, and the largest one is, you know, 3 7/16. So it's going to share with you just a bit more information. Now, another cool thing is you can click the little heart. You guys, in the right-hand corner, you guys see my little cursor? If you click the heart, oh, it wants me to sign in. It's like, who are you? If you click the heart, so let's go ahead and sign in, and then I'll share that with you guys. All right, so let's go back up here. So here is find a demonstrator, right? So if you don't have a demonstrator, you can find a demonstrator. Now what I have found is that Stampin' Up has shared with me that they are assigning demonstrators to folks. And so if you're one of my customers and it's showing that you're shopping with somebody else, I'm so sorry. You just have to reselect me as your demonstrator. So, you know, Stampin' Up, basically what they're doing is they are assigning demonstrators to customers, right? So if you're one of my customers, I've received several phone calls from people saying, oh my gosh, I'm shopping with somebody else and I don't know how this is happening. You just have to reselect me, and they have something in there now called your, I think it's called your preferred demonstrator. So I'm going to show you how to select me again. In order to use my host code, you have to select me as your demonstrator. So that is also important because, and the other thing is Stampin' Up is going to ask you, I think like 3 times, if not more, you're shopping with Brandy Cox, and are you sure you want to do that? And so that's going to give you opportunity to say yes or say no. And so they're going to ask you several times and you're like, okay, I just answered that question. Yes, I'm shopping with Brandy. So that is something that you're going to see. And if you're one of my current customers and you've placed an order recently, you've probably seen that and been like, okay. So if you're on my store, you know, you should be able to see that. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to log in here, and that is my demonstrator thing. So let's see. I'm going to log in, and let's see my password. And so here we go. Okay, so perfect example. I just logged in, and it says I'm shopping with Diane. I don't know Diane. I will be totally honest with you. I don't know Diane, and I want to shop with Brandy. I want to shop with myself. This is just an example, and this is good for all of us to see, right? So I am shopping with somebody else. So we're going to, this is really kind of cool actually. We're going to go over here to, it says Hello Brandy. And so if you drop down on that little arrow, and in here, this is where you're going to be able to manage your account. So in account settings, you can change your password. Of course, your address. You can update your payment information. But right down here, it says Demonstrator. So right here, it's going to say, okay, Brandy, you are shopping with Diane. And so I don't know Diane. Diane has been assigned to me. So I'm going to try to find my own name because I'm going to shop with myself. So if you scroll down, anybody that I've shopped with in the past should show up here. So you're going to have the option to shop with, anybody you've shopped with in the past. But if you want to shop with me, then you're going to click Make Brandy my preferred demonstrator and shop with me. And so what that does is that puts me up here into your preferred demonstrator, and then you would be shopping with me. Now, it's under my impression that they're still going to ask you several times, you're shopping with Brandy. So anyway, that's how you change demonstrators. And so that is just, that's a really good for you to know. So let's go back up here to Brandy, hello Brandy. So I've changed my demonstrator. Over here in the left, it says shopping with Brandy Cox, so I can see who I'm shopping with. And then, of course, communication is also another important part of this. You definitely want to select yes if you can, if it's okay with you that I can contact you. Sometimes these orders come through as no contact, and when that happens, it breaks my heart because I can't give you the proper thank you. It comes through as no contact, so those are hard. All right, so let's go to orders. So if you click on orders, you're going to be able to see I have some stuff in my shopping cart, but here is an order that I placed on February 21st. So you should be able to see that order. And if I click on view details, then I'll be able to see all the details from that order. So if you've placed an order with me in the past or with Stampin' Up, you should be able to go to orders. And actually, let me take you back. It's under Hello Brandy and it's under orders, right? And so your orders, I place my orders as a demonstrator. So I don't have a lot of customer orders as a customer, right? But you can see that kind of how that works. Another cool thing is let's go ahead and go to my shopping cart. All right, so I've got 4 items in my shopping cart. I'm going to click on that. It's right over to the far right hand side. And so I'm in my shopping cart and I've got some items in here, and I've had several people ask me, Brandy, how do I add my coupon code? Well, right here is where you're going to add your coupon code. You're going to hit the little plus and you would add your code there, and you have to add it one at a time. So one at a time and hit apply. Your host code is going to go here. And so you're going to add your host code, right? And again, if you get any type of error message, you got to make sure you're shopping with the person that you're using the code. Very important, otherwise you will get an error message. Now, I like this feature down here, because it's showing me this order qualifies for $18.75 in Stampin' Rewards. So that is fantastic, right? So we have got some Stampin' Rewards that we can use. Now, before I do that, I want to show you one thing. Do you guys see, we've got these items in our cart, but we want to get rid of one of them. So do you see that little X right there in the little trash can? If you click that X, that's how you're going to delete that item, right? So just a really, good thing to kind of know or know how to use. Okay, so let's go back to, let's go pick something else out real quick. So I'm going to go shop products, I'm going to go ink, and I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look right here in the Pretty Peacock Stampin' Blends. Those are my favorite. I love them. So I'm going to put a heart here and I'm going to add them to my favorites so that later on I can go back and look at my favorites and things that I'd like to purchase in the future. So you can select your favorites, which I think is really neat. The other thing is cool is now Stampin' Up! Will save your order for you. So if you start to work on it today and you're like, okay, I gotta go, you can always go log back in and you should be able to see your order again, all right? So that is, that's another nice detail for you to see. So we've got our checkout, and of course it's going to take us into our payment information and that sort of thing. And of course it's telling us here, you have got your shipping method. Of course, you've got that option in there as well. So anyway, that is the new Stampin' Up! Store. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Doug. Okay, so the other thing that is important to see is the search menu. He's absolutely right. So one of the nice things is I've had several calls about I can't find what I'm looking for and I get frustrated. Right here is a magnifying glass. Do you guys see my little hand circling right there? So you're going to click the magnifying glass, and I'm going to type in, because I know Whisper White paper, it's 100730. And I'm going to type that in there, and there comes up Whisper White paper. So if you have your catalog, you have your item code, you can search it. Or let's say I don't have my catalog, but I know that I want red velvet paper pack. And so it's going to come up with a description. So this is a really, really nice feature. And can you guys see right here? This is how I'm going to claim my host rewards. I think I had $15 or so. So if I click claim rewards, it's going to add it to my free items. If I click add it to cart, well, then it's going to be something I pay for. So, just keep that in mind when you are shopping. Once you reach over $150 before shipping and tax, you're going to have host rewards. And so that's how you're going to claim your rewards. All right. And of course, if you don't want it, well, we just get it right back out of there. All right. Okay. So I think that is probably it for this store. One other thing that I do want to point out is I also have a retired store. And so my Brandy's Cards retired product store is completely different from my online store. And so it's different. And so on my retired store, I have several products in there. And so my mother-in-law has been fantastic. She has been helping me scan all of the products and the designer series papers and the different things. And so I have gone through lots of stuff. And we've scanned everything. And in my store, I'm going to show it to you. But in my store, I make note of if it's new or used, if there's something missing and what is in there. So I'm going to go ahead and take you to my computer, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get there so you can have a look. So, and I discount everything. So Brandy's Cards is where you're going to go. And then if you click my blog, so you click my blog, and after you do that, there's a spot here that says shop right there. Shop. So we're going to click shop. And once you do that, it's going to take you to this screen where my team can join, my team can log in to their portion. And of course this is my store for Stampin' Up. And then I have my retired store. And so if you click this little button down here, it says go to this site. So when you click that, that's going to take you to my store. Oh, look at my friends. Oh, I'm so excited. The Creative 8 Fall Retreat. Oh, I get so excited when I see that. The Creative 8 Fall Retreat is coming up, and that is coming up, and registration is going to open on the 24th of August. And so I know I'm talking about the store, but I'm going to go ahead and share it with you really quick because I'll forget. So the Creative 8 Retreat, the registration is opening up on, I believe, isn't it August 24th? Yeah. Yes. And does it matter who you register with? Yes, it does. There's 5 Creative 8 leaders. We all have different links. So if you normally shop with one of your Creative 8 leaders and you purchase it through a different Creative 8 leader, then you're supporting that leader, okay? So we each have different links, and so many of you follow us all, and you're gonna get an email at a certain time because we all send our emails out at the exact same time. And so, they are all different links. And so I just want to let you know that. And so I will be sending my email out as well. And I would be grateful if you would consider purchasing the retreat through me. So I did just want to share that with you. Okay, so one of my favorite things on my store is the mini trimmer. So I have sent this to a few of you guys. This mini trimmer is like so cool. It is so cool. It is like, I I don't know, it's like so cute. So it is about 4 1/4 wide. And you know what? I have a ruler here. I mean, I never have a ruler. It's 4 by 6, isn't it? Is that right? Yeah, the cutting space. And so it is great. So cute. It's got a little handle, and it's great for sentiments and things. So Stampin' Up! Actually was giving this trimmer away for joining Stampin' Up!, and they had a bunch extra. And so I just bought a couple of them, and I have them on my store right now. I don't have very many. So if you're interested in one of those, you can go there and check that out. Okay, looking back at my store, all of these different things that you see here, these are designer series papers. And so what I did is, it's quite expensive to ship 12 by 12 paper because I'm not Stampin' Up! And I don't have those discounts with UPS. So what I did is I cut the paper to 6 by 6, all right? So the paper is actually, I took it from 12 by 12 to 6 by 6, saves you money in shipping, and it's just easier for me to send it to you. Now let's say, you know, this is a picture of woven threads, but let's just say you want the succulent garden, but you don't know what it all looks like. You can actually type in a Google search, Stampin' Up! Succulent Garden designer paper, and I guarantee you a picture is going to come up somewhere. And so you'll be able to see what's in there. Of course, if you're interested in it and you'd like me to share a picture with you, just send me an email. I'd be more than happy to do that. So also in my store is a bunch of my stamp sets that, oh, it's so hard to let go. I just can't keep everything. And I would much rather see things be used and loved. So, oh, there's the mini trimmer. And then you'll see I've got some of the retired stamp sets and their dies. And, you know, if you could just kind of scroll down through all of these and just kind of have a look and see if there's anything that you're interested in. My mother-in-law was so kind. She helped me add like 150 products or more. So like I said, it's hard to let go because I love all of my Stampin' Up! Stuff, but I would love nothing more than for you guys to enjoy it as well. All right, so I think that about wraps it up. I know this was a long night. You guys are amazing. Thank you for sticking with me. I so appreciate it. Let me look down and see. Renee, yes, I sent you one of those. I hope that you love it. For the small stuff, yeah. And it's so cute. It's just a cute little trimmer. So cute. All right, so I'm just kind of checking comments. Hi, Joyce. I appreciate you joining us. And Karen. Okay, guys, so I have to show you a couple of projects. I have just received the most beautiful cards, and I just love to share them with you. And I appreciate all of you who make these cards and that you send them to me. And I also hope and encourage you that you send them to your family and your friends, and even to people that you don't know, strangers. We can totally make a difference with our cards. And when I receive your cards, I get so excited to open them. And they just mean so much to me. And I ooh and ah over them. And then Amanda's not here with us tonight. But when she comes over to help me, I'm, Amanda, look at this one and look at that one. So we enjoy looking at them together too. So I'm going to show you a couple of cards, and you know, and then I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I promise you, I will be back next week with a crafting project. All right, I promise you. So this one is from Priscilla. Priscilla has been in here as well and helping me. Priscilla's on my team, and I love her dearly. And so she sent me this stunning congratulations card. So pretty, and that one is, of course, out of the holiday catalog too. And one of the things I loved, she stamped here on the back, handcrafted for you. It's a simple sentiment, but when I opened it, I thought, oh, I feel so loved. Like, she created this for me. I think sometimes people forget that we create these cards and that, you know, they're really special. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so this one is from Elizabeth, Beth Freeman. And I thought this was really cute. So she had this little thing, you know, the little ribbon tied, which this polka dotted ribbon was, this is Pacific Point. It was from a few years back, but it was awesome. And so what she did is she created this little pocket. And when you pull it out, it's got her message on the inside. It was just really clever. It does come completely out. I'll have to figure out how she did that. It is just really clever, super pretty. And it reminds, I think it's probably from the paper pumpkin, right? It looks like that image. Love it. And so the next one is from Sandra, and so pretty. I mean, you guys are so talented. Oh my goodness. You guys, just amazing. I love the double bow. I need to learn how to do that. So pretty. And then she did the inside, which was nice as well, right? Really nice touch. Really nice. So thank you guys for these cards. I'm kind of going through them quite fast because you guys, I know, are ready to, you know, you're like, okay, Brandy. But these are so beautiful. So this one is from, let's see, Becky. Okay, so this one is from Becky. And I love Becky to pieces. And she always sends me the most beautiful cards and always lets me know she's praying for me. And so I love her and I appreciate all your prayers. This one is from Donna, and Donna is just so pretty. And so check out Donna's card. This is what, is this the peony? She's got a little bee in there. He's kind of in there, you know, checking things out. She's got some crystal effects on there. So pretty. Really cool. Nice job, Donna. She always says, did you like my card? I love it. It's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so this next one is from Renee. I'm not sure if Renee is in here or not, but she joined us for the Creative 8 retreat. And this was one of the techniques. And so I just thought this was fun. So pretty. I was excited to share it with you. Thank you, Renee. You did a great job. And what beautiful use of like the purples, right? Now this card is from Robin. And Robin is a part of the family as well. She's another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she might be in here watching, I'm not sure. But this card is just so, so pretty. So she colored this whole card with the glitter pen, and so it just like shimmers. It just is so shimmery and so pretty. It was amazing. And so I can't thank you enough for this card. And wow, look at the inside. I have to show you the inside. It's so pretty. So pretty. And she did her envelope. Yeah. So I saved the envelope just like that. Sorry, I hate to open the envelopes when they're so pretty. Okay. So the next one is from Barbara. Barbara's also on my team. And look at those layers. Yeah, look at those layers. Amazing. So pretty. I mean, wow. And so this is a bigger card. Maybe this is a 5x7. I'm not totally sure, but it's absolutely beautiful. And Leslie, last week I shared Leslie's card. I didn't know who created it, but I just saw Leslie's email. So Leslie, thank you for this beautiful card. Absolutely stunning. And let's see here. What did she say that's got, yeah, so it opens up, right? Oh, I see what she was saying. So yes, I forgot that. So look at that. It opens up again. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. So cool. Look at that. Yeah, we need to do this card, would you guys say? Or we need to like get Leslie on here to show us this card. Amazing. So I'll have to talk to her about that. Okay, very last card that I'm going to show you today. I've got more, but I'm going to save some for next time too. So this card, I honestly don't know who sent this one to me either. It came in this yellow package, so it was safe. And it had a cute envelope, you know, cute little envelope, and it opens up and it kind of pulls out with a nice little message on there, okay? And so the card itself was in plastic, and it's so pretty, very springy. And then when you open it, there was really no message on there. So whoever sent me this card, it's absolutely beautiful, and I want to thank you for this. You know, I consider my cards gifts. They're just So beautiful. And I know that you took time to make them for me. So it just means a lot to me. And so if you made me that card, please email me and let me know. Okay.
I see Robin's comment. It says that her card was actually spritzed with embossing paint mixed with alcohol.
Oh, Robin, Doug just said, and I'm just looking at it now. So Robin's card was, let's pull this one back up. So this one she said was embossing paint. What was it? Where's she at there?
Spritzed with embossing paint mixed with alcohol.
And mixed with alcohol. Oh my goodness. So Doug, can you show this view so we can show how pretty this sparkles? So embossing paint mixed with alcohol. We might have to get that formula. So I don't know if you guys can see.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you see it? The shimmer? Oh my gosh. It takes your breath away, really. I mean, I was like, wow. I mean, just so lovely. So you bet we are going to be sharing that too. Thank you, Robin, for giving me that tip. That is, and all of our viewers, I know that you guys are going to enjoy using that too. So, okay, well, you guys stuck with me, and I want to give away some. An hour and 30 minutes. Oh, thank you for sticking with me. Doug is like, oh my gosh, you talk a lot, and so. In a sweet way. He's always like, can you get to the point? Well, I had a lot of points here. But if you were active with me here tonight and on this live, you know, I have got 3 of these stamp sets, and I'm excited to have the computer, because there's a program, the computer can select random comments, and I will share the winners too next week. But I'm going to send some of these stamp sets to y'all. Very excited to do that. And I hope that you guys enjoy them. I can't thank you enough for being here. Couple quick things before I go. I know I don't do anything quick, but really a couple quick things. First thing is bonus days. Your bonus day coupons need to be used before the end of August. So if you have some of those, definitely get them used, okay? If you don't have them or you can't find them and you've placed the order with me, I can help you get them. So reach out to me and go to Brandy's cards, email me, let me know. I can get you that coupon code. So that is one of those as well. So that is really important to know. Also, I've got a few more host code gifts for July. So those are going out in the mail. If you haven't gotten it yet, you will get it this week. So you can look forward to that package. I love sending my happy mail. It makes my heart happy. So that's coming. And then let's see, there was one more thing. Oh yes, and so the host code gifts, the host code is out for August. And the gifts are the Evergreen Embossing Folder, the Blue Gems, and the Plaid Tidings paper. I can't believe I didn't put that on my list because it's absolutely fabulous. But I could only select 10, and I select 11. But the Plaid Tidings is one of those. So, you know, if you use the host code and select me as your demonstrator, you are welcome to pick one of these gifts. If your order's over 150, you have to email me what you would like as a gift, okay? And if you don't email me and let me know what your preference is, then I will select one of my favorites for you, all right, and surprise you. So I think that's about it. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Nanette, for the kind comment. I appreciate you taking the time to be here with me tonight. I appreciate all of you and your business. I'm grateful. If you need me, let me know. I am here. It is kind of crazy right now. I'm going to be honest. I'm behind an email with trying to figure out school. I'm not a teacher. I have so much respect for our teachers out there, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. But I'm looking forward to the opportunity to have the boys here and be safe. So I pray for y'all. I hope you guys are safe as well. Send those cards. You guys make me so happy to receive them. So send them to your family and friends, to charities, if you need a place, let me know. I can help you figure out something. All right?